This is going to be the day where we look back and see the tipping point for Bitcoin and maybe even crypto as a whole. Welcome to HyperProfit. I'm Andrew Edwards, and while none of this is financial advice, we've got to talk about what is undoubtedly the most legitimizing thing that's ever happened to Bitcoin and what the potential effects are going to be going forward. Real quick, I want to give a big thank you to everyone who subscribed here to the new channel. If you don't know, I already run a large tech channel here on YouTube, and several people have asked me for years to start a finance channel, and the support has been awesome. In fact, 20% of you who subscribe also hit the bell to get notified. So shout out to you guys. Now, whenever I talk about a stock that I own, I make a commitment to share those details with you. And in the case of Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, if we scroll down, we'll see I own about 76.5 shares at an average cost of $390 per share, resulting in a total return of about 116%. Now, I do also own about 50 more shares in one of my other accounts too. A few of you expressed interest in the comments of my last video for me to go over my portfolio and all the stocks that I hold. So that video will be coming soon. Okay, if you didn't hear, Elon Musk announced that Tesla had purchased $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, and that is billion with a B. That news sent the price of Bitcoin skyrocketing by about 14% to a new all-time high of almost $48,000 per coin. Even crazier though, get this, again, Tesla spent $1.5 billion on Bitcoin. When the news dropped, Tesla's stock rose by about 3%. So in other words, the result of spending the $1.5 billion was an increase in market cap of $11 billion. And of course, Tesla also got that 14% return on the investment as well, based on the rise in price of Bitcoin. So as they say, sometimes you've got to spend money to make money. Now, I'll be going over all my crypto holdings in one of my next videos. So if you're interested in seeing that, be sure to hit the subscribe button below and leave a comment letting me know any questions you have about it so I can be sure to answer those in that video. Now, Tesla's explanation for this move is relatively straightforward. They say that it's to further diversify and maximize returns on our cash that is not required to maintain adequate operating liquidity. Now that makes sense, and you may have noticed cash doesn't earn very much these days by way of interest. By the way, if you want to get in on buying Bitcoin and get a good return on your cash as well, I personally use and recommend BlockFi. Any Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin that you store with them will earn interest. Bitcoin, for example, gets a 6.5% APR. But in addition, any cash you hold in BlockFi earns an astounding 8.9% APR. Now, if you join using the link in the description below, they'll give you up to $250 in free Bitcoin. I'm a fan just because they pay me just for holding my crypto there, compounding my holdings in the process. Back to Tesla and how they're handling Bitcoin. Not only is the company holding 1.5 billion in the currency, but Elon Musk announced that it will also begin accepting Bitcoin as a method of payment in the future. They're still working it out, so that feature isn't live just yet. But according to Elon, soon you'll be able to buy a Tesla Model S or Cybertruck with Bitcoin, or the upcoming Roadster if you're a crypto baller. Now, if you're like my friend John Rettinger, he actually thinks that it'll be a long time before Tesla starts accepting Bitcoin for vehicles due to all the different taxation laws and everything else. He thinks you're going to have to cash out your Bitcoin and then pay for your Tesla with cash. So we'll see what happens. Now, in my opinion, and again, I'm not a financial advisor, so this isn't financial advice. This is going to be the day where we look back and see the tipping point for Bitcoin and maybe even crypto as a whole. Tesla spending $1.5 billion on Bitcoin cements crypto not only into history, but also into the future as a legitimate asset. It was always gonna take a big, bold move from someone in the public eye to add an incredible amount of legitimacy with one big move. That was always gonna be the first domino. What's going to happen now is other companies are going to experience FOMO. Tesla bought 1.5 billion in Bitcoin. Why aren't we holding any Bitcoin? We should buy some too. I fully expect to see other major Fortune 500 companies not just start buying Bitcoin, but accepting it as a form of payment. It would have happened anyway eventually, but this move by Tesla and Elon Musk is going to greatly accelerate it. Elon Musk is the richest person in the world, and he just told you that he doesn't believe in holding just plain old dollars as a long-term store of value. This means that we've now heard from the smartest investors in the world and some of the world's richest people, and where they agree is that having 5 to 10% of your net worth in Bitcoin is just part of a well-diversified portfolio. So what do you think of Tesla buying Bitcoin? Do you see this as a legitimizing move like I do? Or do you see Bitcoin and cryptocurrency overall as a joke? Sound off in the comments below and I'll meet you there for further discussion. And again, if you want to get started with Bitcoin or want to earn monthly interest on your crypto and get up to $250 in free Bitcoin, hit the BlockFi link down in the description below. Until next time, thanks so much for watching. As always, guys, I appreciate your support. I'm Andrew Edwards, and I'll catch you in the next episode of HyperProfit.